Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the final series of the broadcast of Maestros of the game, the group stage, round 16, Group D. And it's been an intense 4 days straight of non-stop StarCraft, ending at like 7 8 a.m. in the morning. But we're here with the final best of 5. Let's go to determine the final player to make it through into the playoffs. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Sandworm, we have the South Korean Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing Team Vitality. It is Maru. The sun is up in Korea as well. You can see it. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the red Protoss player. We have the South Korean Protoss. It is herO. He's looking beautiful. We'll get his cam working throughout the course of the series. We'll get it working. It's all good. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we get into our final series of the broadcast, our TvP. Here we go. First, we're going to be loading into Sandworm. Sandworm, of course, is a TLMC 20 map, a map that I voted on back in the day for TLMC 20. Barely didn't make the cut. It barely did not make it as a part of the ladder map pool, but has been chosen to be a substitute map here in the Masters of the game. As a reminder, 3 maps were removed. No ley lines, no Last Fantasy, and no torches. Ley lines, Last Fantasy, and torches have been removed from this tournament map pool and instead have been replaced by other maps like Sandworm. Let's go. Sandworm, Golden Wall, and Gresvan. Those were the replacement maps. Here we go. Sandworm, of course, has a shorter rush distance by ground, has these unique cones in the center, the dragon's teeth, if you will, the worm teeth, which do actually impair some unit movements, depending on the size of the unit as well. Does come into play. We have the gold bases. We have rocks to delay the gold and delay mining, but to be honest, players have not had an issue taking this gold base as a third. They can just knock the rocks down and claim the third base for their own. Have seen it in the past. For now, we have our 1-1-1. Faster factory, delayed CC out of Maru. Okay, so a bit of a faster tech opener out of our Terran player. Meanwhile, Stargate out of herO. Bold move. Let's go. Yeah, bold move here out of herO, opening up Stargates. We often do see this sometimes on larger maps where you can get away with this. Maps like Maganatha, for example, or even some maps that have a shorter rush distance by air, like Torches. Seeing it here on Sandworm is an interesting choice, just because Stargate openers have fallen off when it comes to standard meta, when it comes to standard gameplay, because of the rise of, I was going to say mech, because the rise of all-ins, right? 2 base all-ins, you pull the boys. Stargate play can be so difficult to defend against that sort of play, and I wouldn't put it past Maru to pull the boys to commit to all-ins, especially because it is coming up on 7 a.m. in the morning in South Korea. It's at, it's crazy what time it is right now. But let's go. Early tank production. Early tank, we're going to be going for as quick as tank as we can after the Cyclone, and Maru, he's going for the early move out. Yeah, rallying Viking as well. And you can see rallying everything across. The Viking, the tank, the setup. And it's going to be a tough hold for herO, not going to lie. Does have a shield battery in the main. Did scout the 1-1-1, is somewhat aware of what's going on, waiting for the tank, and here we go. We're loading up, and we're boosting across the map. Let's go! Maru, he does send it. Early push, early timing, and we'll see if herO can defend. Does have some shield batteries, but he is not aware of what's coming his way. herO playing blind, playing in the dark. Now, with the help of Phoenixes early on, he can lift the Cyclone, he can lift the tank. But ideally, the anti-air is here to protect the tank. As Maru's pushing in. Does siege up within range of the Cyber Core. It's going to be 3 Phoenixes. herO will see if he can collapse in. There we go. Does commit. Does go for the dive. Lifts up the tank, the Cyclone as well. And Marines, they try to target down the Phoenixes, but it takes so long to do so. Yeah, Cyclone goes down. We get on top of the tank, and herO, he will shut this down completely. Just barely. Takes down the tank, takes down the bio, takes down the 4 SCVs, and herO, he holds. He goes for the counterattack, and he should be able to chase down this medevac. Yeah, forces the unload. So nice cleanup here out of herO. Medevac does go down. And these Marines, they're being chased down. As here he does shade, does commit. I believe herO still has a lift. Doesn't go for it. Doesn't quite commit. Behind this, getting ready for a third expansion. And that was a really brutal loss here for Maru. Phoenix as they dive in. Oh, boys are being pulled. Nice hold. Still gets a Viking. Viking does go down, and here he will gain map control. Behind this, we have more Raxes on the way. We'll keep an eye out for another set of Raxes as well to see if Maru commits and turn this into a 2-base all-in. Again, it is a rocky start for Maru because of the loss of the early tanks, of the early setup. Bearing in mind that he delayed Sim, he delayed his upgrades in favor of that tank push. And do you see what I see? I see more Raxes. Yeah, I see more Raxes on the way. This is indicative of a 2-base all-in. So Maru, he's building up for that Sim timing. And herO, he's aware. Or at least he should soon be aware. Has more Phoenixes, has Oracles, can soon dip in. And I was curious if it was going to work towards Colossus, but no, the answer is Storm. So Temple Archives on the way, Storm is on the way. Will Storm finish up in time for the defense? It's going to be close. As herO, he gets behind the mineral line. herO, he's yet to get into the main. Again, we have a 5-rack setup. No add-ons here on the extra Raxes. And Maru, he will soon pull the trigger. As Yorku gets in, he sees. Yeah, he sees, he knows. He sees the production, he's fully aware. So here he's seen enough. Oh, as we are a little bit supply blocked. Both players are actually. Maru supply blocked, so is herO. Just now breaking out. As herO picks off more SCVs. It's going to be 7, 8 SCV kills. Ay, ay, ay. A medevac as well, and Maru, he's falling apart. Losing medevacs, losing workers. This will delay the all-in. And here we go. It's all or nothing. The boys are being pulled. Maru either ends the game, he either kills herO or he dies trying. He's here to end it, Pappy. Oracle goes back in. At this point, killing workers doesn't really matter as much. So we have plenty of force fields, plenty of sentries. And herO, can he slice up the army? As he never quite got into Storm, he's got the Archons instead. Decent shots. Yeah, nice force fields locking down the Marines. Tanks get lifted. And herO holds. Yeah, here he holds. He shuts this down. GG gets called. Here he shuts down the all-in. And herO takes game number 1. Whew, GG. herO, he does take a lead in the series. And let me try to get herO's camera working. I'll do my best. But here we go. GG, well played. herO does start things off with the lead. We'll see if Maru can recover. Now, again, game 1 was a very aggressive, hyper-aggressive start out of Maru on Sandworm, but the map is a little bit smaller. We did expect something more aggressive out of Maru coming into Sandworm. Up next, we do have Persephone, as you can see here on my right. Oh, we got him. Wait, no, we didn't. Hold on. Un momento, papi, un momento. As Maru, he's smurging, papi, he's smurging. There we go. The smurge is real. So getting into that next game. Stay with us, papi. Stay with us. Unfortunately, it looks like we don't have access to herO's camera at the moment. When I say we, I mean I don't think anyone does. I'll double check the French stream. But here we go. We're getting into our next game and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Persephone. We have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing himself. Currently, team will lead in the series 1-0. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Terran player from South Korea representing Team Vitality. It is Maru. think they have him. How do they have him? Am I crazy? Oh. We'll try to get it. But now, though, we are going to be settling in. And once again, double gas. Double gas open out of Maru, going for a faster factory. We could once again lead into an early tank push, but I'm leaning away from that. This can lead into early Cyclone. This can lead into early Banshee play as well, into a longer game state. This doesn't have to be hyper aggressive, but it is more tech heavy. It is more tech heavy. Meanwhile, a big shout out to Jason in the chat. God, Papi God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session. Hope you had a great time. Welcome, bienvenidos to the final series of the broadcast. We've been covering Maestros of the game. That is a big event that's going to be happening in France. But currently, we're in the online portion. The online portion, the group stage. It's been an intense group so far, and this is the final best of 5. One of these two players will make it through into the main event. Only one, Papi, only one. Here's blue and Maru's red. Yeah, we're gonna have double Maru for a moment, as I had the colors mixed up. As behind this we have our CC on the low ground. There we go. So just fixing up colors. And we do have a Robo open out of herO, a bit of a rare sight nowadays in the current meta. So last game we of course had the Stargate, now going into the Robo. With a Robo based opener, it's typically much more safer. Does give you access to early immortal production. Likewise can also lead into an early Bay, into early Colossus as well. To be aggressive, to be more active with this, we can open up with an earlier Warp Prism. So there are options with how herO wants to play this out. But again, typically considered to be just a safer way to open up. I say safer because the downside of this build is you have no Blink Stalkers, you have no Phoenixes. You're going to be lacking that map control to hunt down drops, to hunt down and to contain your opponents, as we are indeed beginning immortal production. So early immortals out of herO. Back at home, we do get the scout off, does confirm the 1-1-1. Going for a second Cyclone, as Maru, he has not scouted the tech of choice. Maru is in the dark and is going to be embracing mech. Let's go. Of course, we saw mech out of Maru previously in today's broadcast. Now we're seeing it here as well. As Maru did play mech quite a bit against Showtime, if you recall. And has been embracing, or is one of the many Terran players nowadays that is embracing mech in TvP. Getting into mag fields and most likely getting into a second, factory. Let's go. And we've seen mixed results so far regarding Maru's mech. And drop into the main base. Oh, jeez. herO does pull away in time. Snipes the Widow Mine. Behind this, more immortals are building up. And with this scout, Maru is also now aware of the Robo opener. Is aware. Which is more than I can say for herO. herO now moving out with Hallucination. Will soon confirm what Maru's up to. As Maru here attempts to deny the scouts, does miss Hallucination. Does get eyes on the mass factory, does get eyes on Macfield accelerators. And without Blink Stalkers, can herO deal with this? Without a mobile gateway composition. As Maru moves in, going for the Cybercore. Yeah, the Immortal cannot quite get within range. Cybercore is going to go down. Nice snipe. backs off. Backs off, he pulls away. Armory's in production. Or he has momentum. herO behind this going into charge. Getting into +1. Ooh, as herO moves out, he gets caught. Yeah, massive blunder here from herO. Does face check up the ramp. We'll lose 2 stalkers already. And those immortals are looking exposed. He wants the immortal. Nice save. Okay, very nice save. As herO, he breaks the lock on. We'll chase us back. herO gaining map control. Does gain control behind this, going for the Dark Shrine as well. As I don't see herO breaking this position, but nice force fields. The boys are going to be going down. Yeah, as the boys are being pulled, a lot of SCVs going to be falling. So far, nice juggling here out of herO. Preserves the stalkers, breaks the lock-ons. Oh. Yeah, lock-ons are being broken. 20 SCV kills. This is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, getting out of control. The Prism has to get the hell out of here, and the lock-ons, oh no, will chase them down. And was this worth it? As herO, he will lose everything. Does kill 22 SCVs though. He cripples the economy, but Maru, he has 7 cyclones. He's moving out. Charge is done. We need those warp ins. We need those warp ins as Maru, he has momentum. He has that army supply lead. And he may just end the game here and now. Morphing in those Hellbats. Remember, there's no prism. There's no prism, not this time. Hellbat's going to be going down, but the Cyclones, they do so much damage to the back line. Going for the Immortal. Yeah, massive snipe. Immortal goes down the Stalkers as well, and Maru, he breaks through. Maru, he breaks through. There's no army. There's nothing left. Again, herO, he got a little bit too excited earlier. He lost too much, and herO, he will lose everything. GG gets called. Maru, he ties things up 1-1. Whew, GG. GG, well played. herO losing 3 immortals was just too many losses for herO. Sure, he was able to cripple the economy, but the economy did not matter. As Maru, he had plenty to work with. 7 Cyclones. What was it? 8 or 9 Hellions or Hellbats. GG. GG, well played with that. Maru, he does snowball out of control. Does snowball out of control. And now we're getting into our next game. Here we go. Here we go. As we are getting into our next game. As up next, we're going to be loading into Gresvan. Sorry, just trying to find herO's camera path. Yeah. We're going to be loading into Gresvan here. Another one of these larger maps, an older map as well, which can lead into quirkier play. We mentioned this the previous time we had a TvP on this map, but 4-gate Blink Stalker was renowned on Gresvan because of the size of the main. We'll get there. For now, spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Gresvan, we have our South Green Protoss player. We have the Red Protoss being forced into a tied series. We'll see if we can bring it back. It is herO. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Terran player. We have the blue Terran, the South Green Terran representing Team Vitality. It is Maru. Here we go. And again, Gresvan was a map in the map rotation, the map pool, when 4-gate Blink was all the craze. Again, the main base is massive. It's a massive main base, so Blink Stalkers had an easier time not just getting in, but even bypassing the tanks, getting behind the mineral line, getting damage done. Max Pax, he was looking dominant on Gresvan back in the day, back in that meta. We'll see if herO does actually embrace something like that, just because herO has been going for different builds every game. Remember, game 1, Stargate. Game 2, Robo. Game 3, it's got to be the Twilight Council, right? But I appreciate that herO has gone for something different every game so far. We've had a lot of variety out of herO, with mixed success, of course. Likewise, Maru's also been mixing it up as well. coming into a larger map, this is where I expect to see some more mech out of Maru, but we'll see if he embraces it here on Gresvan. This time, single gas opener, faster CC. For the first time this series, economic start. Economic start out of... Economic start out of Maru. Is Gresvan the next ladder map? God, no. Gresvan is an old map. It's an old map from, again, like back in 2021-ish? Like 2021 era of StarCraft. It's been a couple of years. Regarding the next map pool, if you want to be a part of that, make sure to vote. TLMC 21 is right around the corner. I believe the next map pool is slated to go live in November of this year. So make sure to, I mean, your vote does count, so make sure you get voting in for TLMC. As currently, maps are being filtered, maps are being worked through, and voting will be open soon TM. Soon TM. I think there's a timeline on that on TL. Feels like I played on Gresvan a year ago. all the years, they blend together, Pappy. They blend together. Ah. Was it 2022? Maybe. I think Gresvan was in the same rotation as Side Delta and Altitude, right? I think? Question mark? I think they were all in the same map pool. From here, though, we have our 1-1-1 follow-up. herO, for the first time this series, is going to be opening up with Blink Stalkers. Twilight Council is done. 2 more gates on the way so far. 3 gate Blink, but we'll see if he throws down an extra gateway and if he goes for a Robo on 2 bases. We'll keep an eye on herO. 2022/2023. There you go. I think the 1v1 TLMC is still in submission phase. Oh, there you go. As Maru, he is going for... Jesus. Mind shot goes off. Behind this, we have mech on the way once again, which is no surprise here. We expected mech on some of these larger maps. Maps like Tokamak, Maganatha, Gresvan is kind of what we lean towards. As accelerators are on the way. Second factory as well. What's important, though, is that herO doesn't scout. herO, he's currently in the dark as to what's going on. Now moving out with a second hallucination. So we have our initial mine drop. herO moves in. And the Cyclone will, not deny the scout. herO, he barely gets eyes on the second factory. Did he click in time, though? That I can't say for certain. Did get a glimpse. Behind this, it's 3 gate Blink into a 3rd base, so herO, he's not going into any major form of aggression. There's no Robo, there's no Prism. Limited high ground vision. Is moving out, don't get me wrong, but we'll see what he can get done. As he has to rely on the hallucination to Blink into the main. Stalkers have arrived. The Cyclones are looking exposed. No bunker, no tank. We can try to dive on top of the Cyclones. Speaking of, Blink is done. Does pull away. Almost gets the Cyclone. There we go, Snipes 2. Not bad. 2 Cyclones go down, and for 0 Stalkers as well. A very nice trade here from herO. Solid control. Oh. Picks up a Hellion, pulls away. So far, much stronger start for herO. So he wants another Cyclone. Oh. He wants another. Doesn't quite get it. Behind this charge on the way, gateway explosion, delayed +1. No forge yet. No forge as herO does reinforce from across the map. And again, he wants those Cyclones. He goes for the dive, he gets 1. Yeah, 1, 2. Oh, almost 3 Cyclones go down, and shuttling towards the end there from Maru. But still some brutal losses for the Terran. Down to 2 Cyclones. And that's the one thing keeping him in this game. Oh. As here he bleeds out a couple of Stalkers. Not the best trade towards the end, but still applying pressure. And what's important is that he's keeping the Cyclone count low. He's keeping it low. He's keeping Maru pinned back at home while herO saturates. Oh. As herO has to be careful. Maru now up to 4 Cyclones. Does preemptively pull the boys. Oh. And with that, Loken is broken. herO has to get the hell out of here. Has to pull away. Maru does chase. And here, oof. He gets punished. Yeah, he does get punished. He does face check up the ramp. 3 Stalkers go down. Ay, ay, ay. And Maru, he has momentum. He's pushing. Back at home, charge is done. Warping and Zealots. Warping and Zealots, warping and Archons. The boys are being pulled. Maru, he commits to the 2-base all-in. Yeah, he's not building up, not anymore. Oh, as another Stalker goes down. Liberator into the main. Causing a bit of havoc. herO is still somewhat in position. The boys are coming in on their own. Yeah, a little bit messy here from Maru. Yeah, the boys are going to be the first to go down. Cyclones a little bit late to the party. Stalkers are coming from behind. Nice target firing, and they're focusing on the Cyclones. Yeah, the Cyclones are being cleaned up. herO, he will completely shut this down. GG gets called, and herO will take a 2-1 lead in the series. Ooh, GG. GG, well played. herO, he will take a lead. He will gain momentum. Again, we saw that Maru, he was able to catch out a couple of Stalkers, but again, he was beating out so many Cyclones throughout the course of the early game, and of course, the all-in was a little bit lacking, left a little bit to be desired there, as it wasn't quite able to come together in time, and herO was ready for it. Had plenty of charge lots, had plenty to work with, Archons as well, defensively back at home. GG. GG, well played. With that, herO does take a lead, and herO is now 1 game away from claiming the series and advancing on to the next round, to the playoffs. Unamas is all he needs. Up next, we're going to be loading into Tokamak, another one of these larger maps. Another larger map in the map pool, another map that we're expecting mech on, but it feels like we're running out of patience a little bit here. Like, these have been some really fast games, really fast matches. We've not really embraced any kind of mid-game here between our 2 players. Again, it is 7 a.m. in the morning in South Korea, so I'm sure they're very fatigued. I mean, you can even see it here, Maru rubbing his eyes. The sun is shining through the curtains, and he's like, close the curtains. It's like, get the sun out of here, papi. It's been playing all night long. So again, the fatigue is real. Let's go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner here of Tokamak, we have the South Korean Terran, the blue Terran. Oh, representing Team Vitality, it is Maru. Am I crazy? Do they keep changing colors? Am I crazy? Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Protoss, we have the South Korean Protoss. It is herO. Did they swap their colors? Am I losing my mind? I think they did. They did. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm still saying. Meanwhile, as we get into this, a big shout out to I am Batman 53556 with a Twitch Prime. God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the casting. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft, and I hope you enjoy your emotes as well. As we have some lovely emotes in the chat. You can eat some ramen. You can go to bed. You can be a degen. True. Oh, the degens. And we also, of course, hand out replay packs to our subscribers as well via Discord, so you can join our Discord server and get those replay packs. Otherwise, thank you for the support. Do appreciate it. As we are opening up, gamers don't wake up until noon. No. Oh, as we do see herO forcing a bit of a misplaced CC out of Maru. Not the biggest of deals, of course. Maru, he can just lift and land. Was a rack expand, economic opener out of our Terran player. Meanwhile, herO is opening up Zealots. Okay, a cheeky opener out of herO. The goal here is to rush across the map and to delay the CC. Let's go. As Zealot is racing across, we have the Adept follow-up as well. To delay, to disrupt. Meanwhile, it's going to be Marine first into Tech Lab. So no SCV scout out of Maru, no Reaper scout either. Maru, he is cutting some corners, going for the add-on swap into early Cyclone, which means no Hellion either. So no Hellion, no Reaper, just one Marine. It does mean that this can delay even further and shut down the CC. Oof. Yeah, SCV going to be zoned away. There's the add-on swap. Adept is racing over. And Maru is going to be stuck on one base for that much longer. As the Adept does not make it in. Yeah, Zell will slightly out of position. Oh, kills the SCV. Delays the starport. Still finding damage. And again, still no natural base. So a nice start for herO. Getting a second SCV in the main. Oh, that should not have happened. Now we have two Adepts. They move in, they go for the SCV, they will delay even further, they kill another SCV, 3 SCV kills. And a shaky start for Maru. Behind this, no mech. Not this time, second racks, we're going into Bio. We have a second and third racks behind this, after the starport. And so far, we have a nice start out of herO. So far, nice start. Does disrupt the economy. Behind this, we have Maru getting ready for drop play, going for what looks to be early Cyclone Marine drop. Tank is set up. What we're waiting for here, if Maru throws down 2 more Raxes, we're expecting a 2-base all-in. We'll see if, again, he runs out of patience. Or if we slow things down. As back at home, herO is just getting into Blink. So 3-gate Blink, we have a Robo on 2 bases. We have a Gas Geyser as well. So very, very safe play out of herO. herO, basically, he decides to delay his third. He delays his third base in favor of an extra gas, in favor of a Robo, in favor of 3 gates. Just being safe and secure. Which I don't blame him after the opener. Yeah, Vikings on the way. This tells us that we're going to rally. Yeah, we're going to rally across the map. Going for the Viking, Marines, no add-ons. We pull the boys. 2-base all-in. 2-base all-in out of Maru. And herO's going to be very thankful that he did not expand. Despite that, still going to be a tough hold. Immortal Production's on the way. Remember, that was a Robo on 2 bases before the third. So very safe play out of herO. So far, is worth it. Tank siege, but the observer sees the siege up, so herO, he should not walk in. The longer this goes on, the better it is for herO. As herO gets a Cyclone. Cyclone goes down, nice pickoff. Peeking away at the Marines. Oof. Tank fully going off, but once again, he does force a siege, slowing this down. The Immortal has arrived, once again does force another siege. And every siege here is helping herO. As long as he doesn't fight within range. Oh. And Tank Boy going up. So far, that's 5 dead Marines. And now we're going for the dive. Yeah, he has Blink. He does have Blink. Does focus down one of the tanks. Yeah, he gets 1, he gets 2. 1 tank left. 1 tank remaining. Immortal does pop out. And herO, he should be able to focus it down. Yeah, the final tank does fall, now just vanilla Marines, and herO, he will shut this down completely. The all-in has failed. Again, herO with a solid read. He chose not to expand, not to get a third base. GG gets called, and herO will take the series 3-1, advancing on into the playoffs and knocking Maru out of the tournament. GG. Ah. GG, well played. Congratulations here to herO as he does claim the series. Again, herO playing so safely in the aftermath of that hyper aggressive start, delaying the CC, killing 3 workers and disrupting the early game of Maru. herO, he chose to take 2 gases on 2 bases, his robo as well. Just very safe play out of herO. Otherwise we would have seen 3 gate into a 3rd base, which would have been a much more difficult defense for herO, but alas, he read it well. He almost like blind countered and all in. GG, well played. And with that, congratulations to herO. You can see, oh, he's so happy, he's so elated. The smiling assassin. Look at him go. Shaking my head. I did find out that apparently herO, his camera was frozen, like he just could not get his camera working. That's why we had no cams for herO, unfortunately, but it's fine. We can picture his smile. It's okay. We can picture it. But GG, well played. Congratulations to herO. And with that, we can catch up on the rest of the group. Again, it was a very intense broadcast, 5 hours straight. It is 8 a.m. here in Australia, 8 a.m. in the morning. The sun has been rising for quite some time, and I am hella tired. God, I've been powered by Red Bull this entire time. Powered by Red Bull, which also means that now I'm awake. Now I'm wide awake, and now my sleep schedule is ruined. Let's go. But otherwise, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. Again, we had the initial broadcast, we had the initial series with Maru taking down Lambo 2-0. Showtime took down herO 2-1, and of all players, who made it out in first place? Showtime took down Maru 3-2 in a very long, very intense series. That was like a 2.5 hour best of 5. I highly recommend the VODs if you missed out on the series yourself. If you came in towards the tail end of the broadcast, check out the VODs over on YouTube. !socials in the chat. As of course we do upload to YouTube on a daily basis. As a reminder, VODs on Twitch are no longer being supported. They're no longer supported. After a couple of months they get deleted, so if you want VODs, YouTube is the place to be. So we do upload on a daily basis. It's all there. If you see something that you like that we cast live, again, we cast every single day. We cast more StarCraft than anyone else out there. We cast once, twice, sometimes 3 times a day. It's a problem. It's I would like some sleep at some point. As our next broadcast is going to be in 12 hours. In 12 hours time, we're going to be live here on the channel with our next cast. I believe our next cast is going to be the Sparkling Tuna Cup. If you're curious, that is our weekly open tournament. This week there is no Wardy CV Monday. We're going to be hosting our open cup instead, as Wardy is on vacation. I should also emphasize this as well. If you're curious, Wardy, he usually also casts alongside us when it comes to covering this event, when it comes to covering Maestros of the game. But of course, Wardy, he just got married a week ago, or less than a week ago. It's been like 5 days or something. But Wardy, he is now, he's on vacation. He's on his honeymoon. That's why Wardy's been casting a little bit less. But of course, we're always live every day, as always, Pappy. And again, we're going to be live once again in 12 hours with the Tuna Cup. Also a quick announcement as well. We're going to be posting an official announcement. I think it's already been posted, actually. But we have some big news regarding our tournament. So the Tuna Cup, it's a tournament that we've been hosting on a regular basis for quite a number of years now. It is supported via our Patreon, but we got a massive donation a couple of days ago by an anonymous source. We got a $2,000 donation. It was huge, it was insane, and we're putting all that money to work. We're now going to be hosting monthly finals. Traditionally, we only have weekly tournaments, weekly open cups, but thanks to the massive donation, of course, we're going to be running 500 USD monthly finals for the rest of the year. So for the month of September, October, November, December, we're going to have those monthly finals, which all the players can work towards from our open cups, from our weekly tournaments. Again, our weeklies typically feature players like Björn, Solar, Shin, Showtime, Skillus, Jumi, your typical players that do show up for those open cups. So now they're going to be fighting for a little bit more, and we might even catch the attention of some other players that typically do avoid our events. So again, just something more here for the players, and of course giving us another big event to cover as well. I mean, I say another big event, typically it'd just be a weekly, but now we have a monthly in its place. alongside the other weeklies, of course. So again, so big news, big announcements. That's going to be towards the tail end of September for our first monthly Tuna Cup. So thank you so much for all the support that we've gotten in recent times when it comes to the subscriptions or when it comes to donations as well. Thank you so much. And otherwise, we are going to be wrapping up for the morning. Jesus. Wrapping up for the morning. I'll do my best to get as much sleep as I can. I'm a little bit too awake to go to sleep now, but I should be able to wake up in those 12 hours time to be able to cast the Tuna Cup. When it comes to the rest of the week, RSL is also this week, the Revival StarCraft League. We should be covering that ourselves. We do have permission to co-stream the Revival StarCraft League, so that should still be casted by Tasteless, by State, and by Gemini, and by the others over in South Korea, but we do have permission to co-stream, so we're going to be co-streaming the RSL. That is going to be this week. Likewise, Maestros of the Game is going to be returning on the 14th, 13th, 14th, 15th of September is going to be Masters of the Game. That is going to be the playoffs. The playoffs do begin this or next weekend. So a lot of content, a lot of StarCraft on the horizon. Speaking of Masters of the Game, I guess we should also be going over the final list of players, as we have already seeded the bracket. Oh my god, shout out to Comeback TV. Of course, Comeback TV, they're those that are working behind the scenes on this event. They're of course the French casters, the French community. Think of O Gaming, but you know, the remnants of O Gaming. They came together to form Comeback TV. The passion is real. Without them and without the French community and without the greater StarCraft community, this event would not be possible. We had a massive crowdfunding effort, and as a result, we even have that offline portion of this tournament as well. So un momento here as I try to set things up. So we have the technology. Bam. There we go. So again, exclamation mark, be in the chat to have a look at the back yourselves, as we just got an update. So here we go. We have our final confirmed players. Our final players here for the playoffs, and we have a seeded bracket. Okay, from the top we have Showtime versus Classic in the first round of the upper bracket finals. More PvPs for Showtime, as he had to take down herO earlier, of course. We have Clem versus herO. I mean, that's a classic. We see them face on a regular basis when it comes to weekly tournaments. You know, Wardy TV Mondays, Monday night weeklies as well, Pegasus Cup. So we see them face off so often, and they often have a back and forth. So I look forward to that. I expect that to go to game 4. Game 5, I expect that to go the distance, as I believe that is a best of 5. Yep, as you can see here, best of 5 between Clem and herO. We then have herO versus Bunny. Bunny, I believe, did surprise a lot of people when it came to his performance in the group stage. He took down Solar in convincing fashion, so Bunny definitely has some builds up his sleeve that he can try to whip out and try to catch herO off guard. Scrolling down, we have Rainer versus Zaun. So again, we have another ZVP. So we have our confirmed players here. We have 4 Protoss, 2 Zerg, and 2 Terran for the top 8 of Maestros of the Game. Now, as you can see here, next week, it's going to be, I say next week, in 5 days and 15 hours time, or 16 hours time, we're going to be live with day 1 of the playoffs. I should also emphasize that day 1 and day 2 of the playoffs this weekend, they are going to be online. They're still going to be online. The offline portion is going to be day 3 onwards. So the second half of the bracket is going to be a massive offline event. So they have, of course, organized a venue. There's going to be a crowd. The players are going to be flown over, and that is going to be towards the end of the month, I believe. I don't know if we have any confirmed dates for that. Actually, I can just click. True. There you go. September 27th. There you go. September 27th. That's going to be in almost 3 weeks. In just under 3 weeks' time, that is the offline portion there. The upper bracket finals, the lower bracket finals, the grand finals, and it looks like the lower bracket semis as well. Yeah. Okay. So here, from the lower bracket semis onwards, all that is going to be offline. Meanwhile, the first couple of rounds, the first 2 rounds here is going to be online. Just as a heads up. Whew. Let's go. Exclamation mark calendar. See, papi, see. What are you not casting from his honeymoon? No passion. True. How dare he? But with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate it, and we are going to be wrapping up. Oh yes, your badge, Pappy, your badge. You were making this look easy. True. Esther Ranger. Good to see you. Good to see you. But yes, with that, we're going to be heading off for the time being. Again, our next cast is going to be in 12 hours time, so you can tune in to the Tuna Cup. Otherwise, thank you so much. Stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. We'll find someone to send everyone over to. Yesterday, we raided Jumi. I see Jumi's live again, so we could raid Jumi, but I kind of want to spread the love here. Who else is live? Otherwise, I might just raid Jumi again. Looks like Amateur League is running. True. We have Amateur League. We'll find someone. Otherwise, I might just raid Jumi again. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys either tomorrow or the day after, right? We're live every single day, so there's plenty of content out there to consume. Oh, the StarCraft. Again, it's a very intense period of StarCraft at the moment, with Maestros of the game, with Stellar Fest as well, which is a Canadian event around the corner, with Safe House #2, which is happening in Las Vegas, with the Platinum StarCraft League Finals, with HSC, with Home Story Cup towards the end as well. There's a lot going on. We'll see you there. We'll see you then, Pappy. Until then, thanks for watching. Hasta luego. Ciao, Pappy. Ciao. Hasta luego. Go to bed.
Thank you.